With the release of these new JFK documents from the National Archives that are now completely unredacted, which is opening up a whole new can of worms, which is quite fascinating. Most of the documents that were released have been released before, but they were never released unredacted. And now there is a lot of information, a lot of backstories, a lot of information that was troublesome. There's a lot of problems with the CIA, a lot of problems with dealing with the CIA, problems with the FBI, and of course, international relations. And there seems to have been also a lot of chatter in the latter parts of 1963 between other nations, warning this nation that there might possibly be an assassination attempt. And there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to see, and it's really quite fascinating. And it's interesting on my part because I remember when it happened. I'm going back a long, long time ago, but I remember I was in school in 1963, and I remember when this took place. And I remember the questions that were being asked then. And I remember being a very big student of history, immediately being drawn into this and fascinated by what was going on. And of course, you had the Warren Commission, which, let's face it, was nothing but a whitewash. It was designed to basically calm the people down and give them a theory. Was it a correct theory? No. The magic bullet, do I believe it? No. Lee Harvey Oswald is the only shooter. Do I believe that? No. I'm not even sure he shot at all, because you know something, you got to remember, he didn't pass the paraffin test. And maybe a lot of people don't know what a paraffin test is. They basically put paraffin on your skin to see if there's any residue from a gunshot. And if you're firing a rifle, that's right by your face because you have to aim. And he didn't pass that, which is a very interesting thing, and it's not talked about too much. So there's so many interesting questions, so many things that we're going to learn, but I can honestly say that probably the one thing we will never quite learn is exactly what happened in Dallas, because that information was long since destroyed and is long since lost and has been deliberately and carefully disposed of.